Now, to talk more about this, I'm joined now by Michael Tien. He's a Central Committee member of Hong Kong's pro-Beijing Liberal Party, and he joins me now to talk more about the latest developments. Good morning to you, Mr. Tien. Can you tell us, following yesterday's latest developments, what's going to be happening next?
Well, it depends on what the other pro-government camps are going to do. In our discussion within the Executive Committee, there were discussion that possibly by us taking a first step, the other pro-government camps may follow suit, in which case this whole thing may turn into a farce. And if that's the case, actually this is not something very supported by people of Hong Kong. A university poll recently done, I think it was just yesterday, indicated that 57% of the population is now against this so-called mass resignation, and a number as high as 73% didn't think to spend $150 million on this by-election when there's no viable contestants is worth it.
Okay, I just want to follow up on that. Now, just to put it a little bit into context for our viewers, and now the Liberal Party, of which you are a member of, is not participating in any potential by-election, and you yourself were going to be running in a by-election. How do you feel about that?
We decided to pull out the last minute for a simple reason. All along, we wanted to contest the by-election on the basis of a clean discussion on constitutional reform on Hong Kong. We have our views. The opposite camp have their views. Sometime last week, this thing turned into what they call an uprising. Now, in the Chinese context, uprising is tantamount to a revolution. There are many members in our Executive Committee felt that this is something that's going a bit too far. We wanted a debate on constitutional reform, not on revolution, on possibly overthrowing the Communist Party or the central government. All right? So there were very strong views that we should have a rethink on whether we should continue with this.
So would it be safe to say that the Liberal Party is towing the party lines, and the Democratic Alliance, the DAB, would potentially also be not taking part in the upcoming by-election?
Well, we have no control over what they will do. There were voices in our party that by taking the first step, there's a good chance that they will follow suit. Because if we were all to go and contest a by-election where the main theme now is revolution, we don't think it is good for the stability of Hong Kong.
So when will we have universal suffrage in Hong Kong?
We will have universal suffrage as early as 2017 for the Chief Executive election and 2020 for the Legislative Council, and the Liberal Party is totally committed to fight for that. The question is the details on how we get there. Is it one man, one vote? Is it through another set of mechanisms? This is exactly what this reform is about. And it's very sad in the last couple of months, instead of a very healthy discussion on the details and the reform, the whole media attention has been on mass resignation.
So is the risk now that there's going to be a backlash in the community from the fact that these lawmakers have gone ahead with this resignation?
I think that when they have turned the theme into some kind of a revolution, okay, uprising revolution, it has really triggered off a lot of sensitive feelings of Hong Kong people. By and large, Hong Kong people wanted a constitutional reform package that is derived through negotiation, peaceful means, not through a very, how should I say, provocative type of action.
So what is the next step for the Liberal Party?
We are going to contest in the 2012, absolutely. Because in the regular election, we will not be hijacked by any single issue. The problem with this one is that this by-election would never have taken place if they did not resign. So they get to call the shot, and they get to name the theme of this by-election. And that's the big problem. And they're all taking us for a ride because they're hijacking the whole issue.
All right, thanks very much, Mr. Tien, for sharing us your thoughts on this developing story in Hong Kong.